I had an epiphany the other day. Most times we think we are divided left and right, but actually, I think the division is being rooted much deeper than that, and we don't even realize it. So I drew a little graph here, and when it comes to the beef industry right now, this is what I'm observing. And yes, I know my place. I know that I don't have beef cows, but I know farming, I know agriculture, and I know small business like the back of my hand. And so I just want to say we think we are divided left and right, but actually the rules and socialism actually fall into large scale farming. They like their rules, they like their regulations, and they like the bureaucracy because it keeps everything safe and it keeps borders open and it keeps large scale farms able to get bigger, bigger, bigger. And I don't fault the farmers for that. I really don't. But on the other side, we have freedom people and we like small farmers. We want to keep small business alive. We know the value of going and finding your neighbor and being able to buy beef from there. Now, also, left people really like small business. And how I know that is they actually were my customers. I rubbed shoulders with left-wing people for years. They were some of my best customers. And then on the right side, we have large businesses who need their rules and like their rules to be able to keep borders open, but they are mostly the large scale farmers. So we are actually having a division right now in society that is not as left and right. It is actually small farmers and small producers and large scale farmers and like that. So I think this is what's happening with us. And where do you fall? Do you want bureaucracy and small business, or do you want large scale rules and regulations? And I understand why people are doing what they're doing. I really get it. I see all points of view. I understand that, especially when it comes to beef, the large farms are, protecting their large farms. I get that. And the small farms are protecting their small farms. I get that. But how do we come together in this mess? That's the real question. I ran into someone yesterday and she kind of called me out, and that's fine. We had a great conversation and I'm glad she stopped me and I'm glad we had a good conversation because that's really what we need. But we collectively need to come together, not left and right, not up and down, not sideways. But I do think that the small producer is highly important, and it's not just the big producer that's important. And so I fight for small family farms, and I fight for farm to table, and I fight for the small food system. During COVID, I had people coming to me, you have food, right? And because I was able to sell direct to the customer, I was selling at farmers markets. People knew they could come to me. I said, sure, come out to my farm. When the grocery store shelves were emptying because of a big bureaucratic system, and we saw that during COVID, we saw the big bureaucratic system. So I'm just asking all of y'all, everyone, let's think about, are we fighting up and down, left and right? What are we doing here, people? And how do we fix this mess? Because really, this is what it's coming down to, a big freaking mess. Tell me your thoughts in the comments.